Hey there everyone, this is Dan from the Strength Coach Tutor. Thanks for checking out today's video. We are going to go over the different relaxation techniques from Chapter 8 in the Essentials of Strength and Conditioning textbook. Those relaxation techniques are going to be diaphragmatic breathing, progressive muscular relaxation, autogenic training, and systematic desensitization. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. We're going to go over diaphragmatic breathing first. Okay, so what diaphragmatic breathing is really you can think of it as deep breathing. Okay, what we mean by deep breathing is really trying to get in a maximal inhalation or a full inhalation, and then obviously followed by an exhalation. But the idea is, right, when we do that full inhalation, we really want to try and get our diaphragm to expand as much as it can, right? To have an increase in the size of our abdomen region, our lower rib cage and chest, indicating that we're taking in as much air as possible. And the premise or the theory behind this is that it would help turn on, if you will, the parasympathetic nervous system, which is what's going to help us relax, right? Our autonomic nervous system is what's kind of like our fight or flight, where our parasympathetic is going to help us relax, right? And that's what we're trying to achieve, right? We're obviously, these are relaxation techniques, and with this deep breathing, ideally, getting that full inhalation is going to create this deep relaxation for us, okay? It's as simple as that. With progressive muscular relaxation, this is a little bit of a different technique. So what it does is that it involves a series of muscle contractions. So let's say, for example, you're lying down on the floor and someone's guiding you and they take you body part by body part or major muscle group by muscle group. And what they do, let's just say you're starting down with your lower legs and they tell you to contract your calves or your gastrocs as hard as you can for 5 to 10 seconds. Then you relax, you take a few deep breaths, and then you move on to your quads. Let's just say next, right? You do a hard contraction in your quads for 5 to 10 seconds, relax, do a few deep breaths, and then you keep moving up the chain and throughout the rest of your body doing hard contractions of each major muscle group. Now, the whole premise behind this, right? If you're saying like, okay, you're doing this hard contraction, then relaxing, hard contraction, relaxing. When you do that contraction, you're creating tension, right, in that muscle, followed by that period of relaxation. So if you think about it, what proprioceptor are we using there, right? We're really trying to recruit that Golgi tendon organ, all right? That GTO is what we're trying to achieve. We're trying to get that GTO going, so therefore we can create that full body muscular relaxation. Now, let's just say an individual is injured, right? Maybe they have a knee injury, and autogenic training, progressive muscular relaxation would be contraindicated, right? We probably don't want to be doing hard isometrics. It depends on the healing phase that they're in, but we may not want to be doing hard isometric contractions of the muscles surrounding the knee and the thigh, right? So what we can do instead is autogenic training. Autogenic training, all it is that we put our attention and focus on one particular body part or muscle group, and we just feel the heaviness and the warmth of that limb, and that's supposed to help us relax, right? And so this is more ideal, it's more indicated, if you will, for someone who has an injured body part, whereas progressive muscular relaxation would be more better suited for those individuals that don't have an injury, all right? So autogenic training, better suited for those individuals that may have an injured body part, whereas progressive muscular relaxation helps with that total body relaxation as you're going through muscle contractions through every major muscle group in the body, all right? Now, the last one here is systematic desensitization. So this is really a process for us to overcome some fear that we have, right? And really, whatever that fearful or frightening stimulus is, we eventually try and overcome it, and it ends up not becoming fearful. So for example, I believe maybe the textbook uses the same example, but let's just say you have a fear of swimming in water that you can't touch, right? So let's just say you can't swim in the deep end of a pool, and let's just say that deep end is 10 feet, okay? So in order to overcome that fear, right, let's start you off in 3 to 4 foot water, right? Somewhere where you can stand, right? Odds of you drowning are obviously going to be very slim. If you can stand, your head's above water, no fearful stimulus, right? After we achieve that, let's try and move you into 5 feet, right? 5 feet, maybe it's getting a little bit higher, right? But your head's still above water, you can breathe, okay? Then we go to 6 feet. Maybe if you're not 6 foot tall like myself, yeah, 6 foot water, you're not gonna be able to touch, you can't breathe. So you probably have to tread water, but at least you can keep to the edge of the pool, or maybe you can tread water and it's not deep enough where it's creating too much of a stressful stimulus for you. Once you overcome 6 feet, then you can graduate yourself up to 7 feet, 8 feet, 9 feet, and then 10 feet, right? And so what you're doing in that process is you're gradually exposing yourself to more stressful stimulus. And as you overcome that next level of a stressful stimulus, you can move on to the next one. And so that's where this systematic desensitization comes into play. So therefore, we can overcome these fearful stimuli, all right? So guys, those are the 4 relaxation techniques. I hope you guys found those useful, and I hope you liked my explanations. Hope they serve you better in terms of trying to connect the dots and the pieces between some of these. If you guys have any more questions, you can, of course, leave them in the comments below. And please, guys, go ahead and like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you guys need any more exam prep resources for your exam, please head to thestrengthcoachtutor.com, where you can work one-on-one with me and I can answer your specific questions. Or you can join our online classroom where we have hundreds of practice questions, and you can also have access to our self-paced course. All right, guys, thanks for checking in, and I'll see you guys soon.